Hi, and welcome to the Perfect Launch System video book. I'm so excited you're here. This is a brand new format we're calling a video book. It's different from a traditional audiobook because you can watch as I read through each chapter podcast style, recorded right here in the same studio where we produce our weekly episodes of the Harvest Growth podcast. Each chapter is its own video, and if you're watching on YouTube, you have a couple of ways to enjoy it. You can let the chapters play in order automatically. Just sit back and each new chapter will start right after the last one finishes. Or if you'd rather jump to a specific topic, just look in the video notes below. I've included a short description of each chapter to help you pick the ones that are most relevant to you right now. Now, why did I create this video book? My goal is simple. I want to share the proven strategies that we've developed over the past 20 years, starting from my time working with major brands like Kraft Foods and OxyClean, all the way through launching hundreds of products with my agency, Harvest Growth. Whether you're launching a brand new product or growing an existing business, I want you to have the tools you need to do it successfully, on your own if you choose. And if at any point you'd like our team's help to launch or grow faster, just visit harvestgrowth.com to learn more and reach out. If you would like a free electronic version of the book to follow along with, or to help so you don't have to take notes in some of the more detailed sections, go to perfectlaunch.com. In the electronic version, you'll also find over 100 pages of frequently asked questions that aren't in the video book. Use it just like the perfect reference book to help you avoid costly mistakes in your marketing. All right, let's dive into the next chapter of the Perfect Launch System. Chapter 10, Retail versus Direct-to-Consumer, or DTC. When launching and growing a consumer product business, a fundamental strategic decision is whether to pursue retail distribution, direct-to-consumer (DTC) sales, or a hybrid approach. Each channel has its own benefits, challenges, or implications for control, scalability, and profitability. Understanding these differences is critical to formulating a successful go-to-market strategy that maximizes revenue potential while maintaining operational efficiency. What is retail? For purposes of this book, retail refers to selling through third-party stores, both physical and online. This includes big box retailers like Walmart and Target, specialty brick-and-mortar shops, and e-commerce marketplaces such as Amazon and Walmart.com. While online marketplaces might seem like DTC, they lack key elements such as customer ownership and full pricing control. Retail provides a structured path to mass distribution, but often requires significant investment in inventory and compliance with retailer demands. What is direct-to-consumer, or DTC? DTC means selling through your own website or owned digital properties. This model gives you full control over pricing, branding, marketing, and customer relationships. While fulfillment can be handled in-house or through third-party logistics providers, or 3PL, the brand remains responsible for driving traffic and converting customers. This model offers an agile approach to testing product market fit and refining messaging in real time, without the constraints imposed by retail partners. Pros and cons of retail distribution. Some of the pros: instant brand credibility and visibility. Consumers inherently trust products available in major retail stores, leading to higher perceived legitimacy. Bulk orders and predictable revenue. Retailers generally place large orders at one time, providing upfront revenue and more predictable cash flow, reducing reliance on continuous customer acquisition. Retail foot traffic. Stores bring in customers, reducing the need for direct marketing efforts and helping to generate organic sales. Established sales infrastructure. Retailers handle checkout, customer service, and some aspects of product education, lessening the operation burden on brands. Here are some of the cons of retail. Lower profit margins. Retailers often require keystone pricing, buying at 50% of the retail price, which significantly cuts into margins and requires careful cost management. Limited customer data and relationship. The retailer owns the customer relationship, making it difficult for the brand to drive repeat purchases or to nurture long-term brand loyalty. Complex logistics and payment terms. Shipping to retailers, compliance with their systems, and extended payment terms, sometimes in 60 to 90 days, create cash flow challenges requiring financial foresight and planning. Inventory risks and returns. Large orders require significant upfront inventory, creating financial risk if products do not sell as expected or are returned due to poor demand. Marketing dependence on retailers. Brands have limited control over how their products are presented in store and rely on retailer promotions for visibility. Here's some pros and cons of direct-to-consumer, or DTC. Pros: higher profit margins. By selling directly, brands keep 100% of the retail price minus fulfillment and marketing costs, allowing for greater control over profitability. Customer data ownership. Brands collect valuable insights, enabling targeted marketing, personalized offers, and stronger customer retention strategies. Full control over branding and pricing. Brands can test different messaging, pricing, and product variations in real time, optimizing for conversion rates and market trends. Faster iteration and product launches. Without retailer restrictions, brands can launch, test, and optimize products more efficiently, gaining valuable market feedback before scaling production. Diverse marketing opportunities. Through digital advertising, email marketing, influencer partnerships, and social media engagement, brands can build deep connections with their audience. Here's some of the cons of DTC. Higher customer acquisition costs. Without retail foot traffic, brands must invest heavily in advertising, Facebook, Instagram, TV, influencer marketing, etc., leading to higher upfront costs. Logistics and fulfillment complexity. Brands must manage warehousing, shipping, returns, and customer service, which can become operationally challenging as sales grow. Scaling can be challenging. Retail offers a built-in distribution network, whereas DTC requires continuous marketing investment, logistics optimization, and demand forecasting to grow sustainably. Brand trust and recognition. Customers may be hesitant to purchase from an unknown brand online, requiring a strong marketing and content strategy to build credibility. All right, how do we choose the right model for your business? Here are some factors for you to consider. Product type and target audience. Niche products often perform better in DTC, as digital marketing allows for precise targeting and direct communication with engaged consumers. Mass market products with broad appeal may thrive in retail, where customers are already seeking similar items, enabling discovery and impulse purchases. Cost analysis and margins. Retail requires strong margins to accommodate wholesale pricing structures, making it crucial to optimize production costs. DTC brands must analyze customer acquisition costs, conversion rates, and lifetime value to ensure long-term profitability at scale. Operational capacity. Can your business manage fulfillment and logistics effectively, or is retail distribution a better fit? Brands must assess their ability to scale operations while maintaining customer experience. Brand positioning and growth strategy. Retail builds credibility and exposure, but requires significant investment in inventory and promotions. DTC allows for agile marketing and direct-to-customer relationships, fostering brand advocacy and repeat business. Okay, the hybrid approach, best of both worlds. A phased approach often works best. Start with DTC, learn customer preferences, optimize messaging, and refine marketing before expanding, allowing for data-driven decisions. Start with DTC. Learn customer preferences, optimize messaging, and refine marketing before expanding, allowing for data-driven decisions. Expand to marketplaces like Amazon or Walmart.com. Capture demand from search-driven buyers without the overhead of brick-and-mortar retail, leveraging reviews and rankings to build trust. And then enter retail strategically. Approach retail when brand awareness is strong enough to drive sales and justify large inventory commitments, ensuring long-term success. Several successful brands have leveraged this hybrid strategy, launching DTC first to build demand before negotiating better retail partnerships. By proving consumer interest through DTC, they secure favorable retail deals, ensuring success in stores while maintaining a profitable DTC presence. The following podcast interview summaries share some great case study examples. Harvest Growth Podcast Interview Summary. Ethan Woods from Grillbot. Ditching large retailers for direct-to-consumer marketing strategies saved my business. For many product-based businesses, getting into big box retailers seems like the ultimate goal. But for Grillbot, selling through major retail chains early in the product lifecycle nearly led to disaster. By shifting to a direct-to-consumer or DTC model, they were able to take back control of their brand, increase profitability, and build stronger customer relationships. Their story highlights why DTC can be a more sustainable and profitable growth path for many businesses, at least during the initial growth phase. Retail partnerships can be costly and restrictive. While retail placements offer visibility, they come with significant downsides, lower margins, high fees, and limited flexibility. Grillbot found that despite strong sales, the high cost of doing business with retailers made profitability difficult to sustain. DTC puts business in control. By cutting out the middleman and selling directly through their website, Grillbot regained control over pricing, branding, and customer experience. This allowed them to maximize their margins and communicate directly with their audience. Digital marketing provides more efficient growth. Rather than relying on retailers to drive traffic, Grillbot invested in direct response television, digital advertising, social media, and email marketing. This shift enabled them to scale on their own terms and create a direct relationship with customers, leading to a higher lifetime value and brand loyalty. Owning customer data is a game changer. One of the biggest benefits of DTC is access to customer data. Through their website, Grillbot could track purchasing behavior, test different marketing strategies, and personalize offers, something that's nearly impossible when selling through retail stores. Takeaway: Grillbot's success proves that selling through major retailers isn't always the best strategy in the beginning of a new product launch. By pivoting to a direct-to-consumer model, they took control of their brand, improved margins, and created a more scalable, profitable business. Their story is a powerful lesson for any entrepreneur considering the best path to sustainable growth. Harvest Growth Podcast Interview Summary. Josh Groff from More Labs. From DTC to 35,000 retail locations, how More Labs scaled with strategic expansion. Scaling a direct-to-consumer or DTC brand in a major retail presence requires a deep understanding of consumer needs, smart expansion strategies, and relentless execution. Josh Groff, head of sales at More Labs, shares how the company successfully grew from an online brand to being stocked in over 35,000 retail locations. His insights highlight the power of data-driven decision-making, product market fit, and a strategic approach to retail expansion. Validate the product with DTC before expanding. More Labs started as a DTC brand, allowing them to test their products, refine their messaging, and build a loyal customer base before entering retail. This approach ensured that by the time they expanded into stores, they had proof of demand and a product market fit that resonated with consumers. Use customer insights to guide growth. Rather than guessing what would work, More Labs leveraged customer feedback and purchasing data to guide product development and expansion decisions. By understanding how, when, and why people used their products, they optimized their offerings to maximize both online and retail appeal. Retail success requires more than just shelf space. Getting into retail is one challenge. Staying on shelves is another. More Labs invested in marketing strategies to drive in-store sales, ensuring their products didn't just sit on shelves, but actively moved. This included strategic promotions, in-store visibility efforts, and continued brand awareness campaigns. Omnichannel growth strengthens brand longevity. Rather than abandoning their DTC roots, More Labs maintained a strong presence across multiple sales channels. Their ability to balance DTC sales with retail distribution helped them build a resilient, scalable business that wasn't overly reliant on a single revenue stream. Takeaway: More Labs' journey from a DTC startup to a retail powerhouse proves that a data-driven, strategic approach to expansion is key. Brands that validate demand online, leverage customer insights, invest in retail success, and maintain an omni-channel presence can achieve sustainable, long-term growth. If you want to listen to or watch any of these podcasts in their entirety and hear directly from the founders or business owners, go to harvestgrowthpodcast.com or search for the Harvest Growth Podcast on any podcast platform or on YouTube, and you can see the interviews in their entirety. Here's another podcast interview summary. Matt Skurley from SkinKick. Why selling into major retailers almost stalled SkinKick's growth, and why they're now a digital-first brand. For many consumer brands, landing a deal with a major retailer seems like the ultimate goal. But for SkinKick, selling through big box stores nearly halted their momentum. Instead, they found success by shifting to a digital-first strategy. Their journey highlights the risks of retail dependency and the advantages of prioritizing direct-to-consumer or DTC sales. Retail can be a double-edged sword. While retail distribution can provide exposure, it also comes with challenges: low margins, strict terms, and limited control over branding and pricing. SkinKick realized that traditional retail partnerships weren't as profitable or scalable as they had hoped, forcing them to rethink their approach. Digital first allows for more control and higher margins. By shifting to a DTC model, SkinKick regained control over its pricing, messaging, and customer experience. Selling directly through their website and online platforms allowed them to retain higher profit margins and build stronger relationships with their customers. Owning the customer relationship drives long-term growth. One of the biggest downsides of retail sales is the lack of direct customer interaction. Through their digital-first approach, SkinKick could collect valuable customer data, personalize marketing efforts, and create a loyal brand following, something that's nearly impossible when selling through third-party retailers. Paid and organic digital strategies can outperform retail placement. Instead of relying on retailers for foot traffic, SkinKick invested in digital marketing strategies, including paid ads, influencer partnerships, and social media engagement. This not only drove sales, but allowed them to scale in a more predictable and profitable way. The takeaway: SkinKick's experience proves that while retail can seem like a shortcut to success, it's not always the best path for growth when launching a new product. By shifting to a digital-first model, they gained greater control over their brand, improved margins, and built a direct connection with their customers, leading to long-term, sustainable success. Harvest Growth Podcast Interview Summary, Nico Rieger from Fliplock. Harnessing TV for rapid business growth in the digital era. Fliplock. In a world dominated by digital marketing, many brands overlook the power of television advertising. Fliplock, however, has successfully leveraged TV to accelerate its growth, proving that traditional media still holds immense value, especially when integrated with a digital strategy. Their journey highlights how businesses can use TV to build credibility, drive awareness, and scale efficiently. TV builds trust and brand authority in an era where online ads are often ignored or distrusted. Television remains a powerful tool for establishing credibility. Fliplock found that appearing on TV instantly positioned them as a legitimate and trustworthy brand, making it easier to gain customer confidence. TV and digital marketing work best together. Rather than relying solely on television, Fliplock integrates its TV campaigns with digital strategies. By running social media and search ads alongside TV spots, they maximize brand exposure and ensure potential customers encounter their messaging across multiple channels. Television expands audience reach quickly. One of TV's biggest advantages is its ability to reach large audiences in a short amount of time. Fliplock used this to their advantage, generating widespread brand awareness much faster than through digital ads alone. This rapid exposure led to increased web traffic, sales, and overall brand recognition. A well-crafted TV ad can deliver long-term results. Unlike social media ads that require constant updates, a strong TV commercial can remain effective for months or even years. Fliplock focused on creating a compelling, high-quality ad that would resonate with viewers and drive conversions long after the initial airing. The takeaway? Fliplock's success proves that TV advertising isn't outdated. It's a powerful tool when combined with digital strategies. By leveraging television to build trust, expand reach, and complement online marketing efforts, businesses can accelerate their growth and stand out in crowded markets. Final thoughts? Choosing between retail and DTC is not an either-or decision. By strategically leveraging both, businesses can maximize profitability, customer reach, and scalability. The right mix depends on the product, margins, and operational capabilities, and overall brand vision. Understanding when and how to transition between channels is key to sustained growth, enabling brands to remain competitive in an evolving marketplace.